Good morning, friends. It gives me extreme pleasure and happiness to be here again for the course Project-Based Learning. Today my topic is steps in project-based learning, especially focused on the brainstorming. Okay, because this brainstorming is one part of this lecture, this topic. So I will be discussing some topic and then I will especially focus on the brainstorming session and what is the brainstorming session. So you know that I am Dr. Dwivedi, professor from Department of Aeronautical Engineering, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad, India. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss about project-based learning, research in project-based learning, how project-based learning look, steps in project-based learning. In this step, there is a one sub-component which is a brainstorming. And in this brainstorming, what are the techniques? And then at the last, I am going to give one example how to do this project-based learning and how I will give one problem and let you solve the problem. And I request that during this lecture, whatever you understand, the last slide of this thing is I am giving one problem. That problem you should take as a project and make it as a project-based learning topic and try to give me your answer in your comments, or separately I will give my email. In that you can send your answer. Then I will feel that yeah, really you understand. Otherwise, not good. So, project-based learning, just I am starting with Gautam Buddha, a very famous, his quote. And you know that Gautam Buddha was born in 400 BC. It is nearly 2,400 plus years of, and that time also we were having such type of thoughts. So this you can think of the level of Indian talent. In those times, India was very prominent in education. In our universities, that time we were having 11 very top universities, and from all over the world, the people used to come to India to learn the things. Let it be China, let it be Gulf, let it be Europe, all over the world, the people used to come here in India and they used to learn here. The Nalanda University, the Takshila University and so many other universities were in India, and they were the very big source of knowledge, and each and everyone they used to come here. So the Gautam Buddha has gave one very good thought that an idea that is developed and put into action is more important than idea that exists only as an idea. Okay, so what is the meaning here? Whatever idea you generate, that idea has to be developed and put into practice. Means your idea, it should be used for the society, used for the community, used for your own people, used for the village, district, state, country and all over the world. So this thought is very much essential, and it is very, very good applicable for our present time education, and that is to the project-based learning. So PBL, an innovative model for learning. So what is the PBL? It is a teaching learning process in that a student will take its own part and they will learn by innovative model. It is an innovative model where active participation of the each and every student is important. PBL is the innovative method for student learning to find solution for the real world problem. So it is an innovative method. So what is the PBL? PBL is a innovative method for student learning to find solution. So they have to find the solution for a real world problem. Real world problem. So these are the keywords. First one is this, second one is this, and third one is this. So we have to understand these all keywords. You know that we are working from last so many years, and in India we find that there is an acute shortage of skilled people. We are producing more than 15 lakh of engineers per year, but if you see that there is only 15% or 18% are only employable. Remaining some 80 to 85% are not properly skilled, so that there is a problem for job. I can say that if this type of method, the project-based learning, which in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering we have implemented from last 4 years, it has changed a tremendous amount of skill level of our students. Our students are participating in local level, state level, country level and international level competitions, and we are getting very good name and fame. Our students, they got the prize from DRDO, ISRO, from SAE, national and international prize our students have got. And in this, PBL plays a very, very important role. From last 3-4 years, I am involved, and my students from project-based learning, they have developed the product. They have also published some very good paper and Scopus and SCI journals, and there are many number of students. They have also submitted, they have also gone for national and international conferences, and they have got the prizes, and also their papers are published. So also they have made some models of flapping wings or some other product, and these products are also patented, and also few models are in the pipeline which is going to publish and going to patent very soon. So these are the few outcomes which I have personally felt, so I have explained here. So why we need project-based learning? It is very much essential that we should first understand that what is the necessity of this course, project-based learning. This course we have in our institute, 2 credit course for 1 semester. Each semester we have like this course. Names are little different, but I am talking about a course which is called the project-based learning, product development, and this is in 5th semester. So this you can see the this learning levels. Every student has to have this all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The last one at the bottom, it is here. This is the remembering level. This is the least degree of knowledge. The student have to recall relevant knowledge. They have to mug up and reproduce as and when required by its memory. So they have to memorize the things like Newton's law, Bernoulli's law, Kirchhoff's law, and so many other, Ohm's law. These all things they have to remember, memorize, and the recall as and when the examination or anybody is asking word to word, you have to just recite it. So that is the remember level, and this is the very low level. And this you can see here, in this level the area is very big. So this you can see that out of this 100, this area may be 20%. Next, if you see, maybe it is 30%. Then if you go to the next level, this is the first level, this is the second level. This second level is understanding. In this understanding, the making sense of the material you have learned. So in this remembering which you have learned, you are able to explain, you are able to describe, you are able to express, you are able to do some own words. You understand and you write in your own words. Discuss, describe. These are the few verbs which are used in understanding level, and it is slightly bigger than this. So if you see this 1 and 2, so it is a 30 and this is the 20%. So these two levels are mostly 50%. These levels are covered. Means the 50% of the students are in this level. But if you are there in this level, you are not going to get the job. So to get the job, your level should be further enhanced, or your skills should be further enhanced. So if you go further, whatever you have understood, use the knowledge gained in the new ways. So this, whatever knowledge you have got by remembering and understanding in your class, you try to apply in this. This is the third level, and this goes nearly 15% of the students. They are the students' number. So now it is 65% completed here. Now if you go to the next, then you will have the analysis, analyzing capability. Means whatever you have learned up to here, remembering, understanding and applying, you break the concept into the parts and understand how each part is related to one another. So you break it in the number of parts, and then you do the synthesis, you do the analyze, and then you find out its importance. Then it is a, so this I am writing here some 10%. So now it is reached to 75. So next level is evaluating. So making judgment based on a set of guidelines. So after analysis, you have done the analysis, you have done analyze the result. Then you have to evaluate that. You have to judge me. You have to make sure that where I can use it based on the set of the guidelines, where I can use this result which I have got from this learning. So here I am writing somewhere, this is 12%, and here I am writing 8%. So how much? 65, then 75, 77 and 8 up to here it is 85, 65, 75. So here it may be 5%. Okay, so these values we can change it as per the 65, 70. So here it may be, so here I can change little here, 40%, then 30%, then 15%, understand, I can just, I will go 35, then 25, then 20, so it is 80, then here you have the 10%, then you have you have 8% and here you have 2%. Okay, so like this you can divide the level of knowledge. So here you have only 2% of the students are in this level. So that we have to very much clear, and we should make sure that students are putting information together in an innovative way. So whatever idea they have up to here, evaluating, they make something, and that idea should be useful for the community, for the society, and it can be marketable idea. It should be given for the market in the society. So in today's lecture, I am going to discuss about project-based learning. What does project-based look like? Okay, so what is project-based learning? So this we can see that. What is PBL? Project-based learning, or the PBL, is a learning by doing approach to education. So it is learning by doing the work, not just reading and omitting on the examination day. So learning by doing approach to education. Rigorous projects are carefully planned, managed and assessed to help students learn key academic content, practice 21st century skills such as collaboration, communication, critical thinking, and create high quality, authentic product and presentation. So that is the purpose of this. They should have the conventional knowledge plus modern 21st century skills also should be there. In the 21st century skill, they should collaborate with each other. They should communicate with each other, which I have discussed in my previous class, that communication, then help, these all things I have discussed in my previous class also. How does PBL look like? So it is a PBL here, and it has got some components. So project-based learning is generally done by group of students working together towards a common goal. Performance is assessed on an individual basis and takes into account the quality of the product produced, the depth of content understanding demonstrated, and the contribution made to the ongoing process of the project realization. So this you can see here. We can start with driving question or the challenge. Then it is need to know, inquiry of innovation, then 21st century skills, student voice and the choice, feedback and the revision, and the publicity presentation of the product. So in this is the last one. Here either you submit a paper, either you submit a patent, or at the least you have to present your work in front of the peer. So this is the first step, second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step, sixth step, and this is the last, seventh step. This is the, it should be like this. So your PBLs should be like this. Now what are the strategy to be followed for the project-based learning? Here I have represented as a block diagram, and this will go one by one. First one is assign collaborative working group. So first task is to make a group. That is the first task. Present a real world problem that peoples can connect, and then you have to, student have to sort out find a problem where the students are interested. Don't just give which they are not interested. If you do Q like this, student is not going to perform. Set the parameters for completing the project. So you have to set the time frame, economical frame, budget, all the things has to be set. Teachers consultation, input and feedback, then final product share with larger group. So at the last, it should be presented, it should be published, it should be patented if it is in that level. So this is the strategy for the project-based learning. So some of the research have been conducted, and I am here quoting one research of 1997. A 3-year study, 1997 study of the 2 British secondary school, one that used open-ended project and one that used more traditional direct instructions. So they have used the direct classroom instruction, that is the one. Another has used the open-ended student choice project, found a striking difference in understanding and standardize the achievement data in the mathematics. So it has got that there is a lot of difference between the open-ended project and the classroom study. The study by Joe Boiler found that students at the project-based schools did better than those at the more traditional school, both on math problems requiring analytical or conceptual thought and on those considered wrote. 3 times as many students at the project-based school received the top grade achievable on the national examination in math. So that is the beauty of this thing. So the student who worked as a project-based, they are 3 times, 300% more better than the conventional education system. Here I want to compare between the project-based learning and teacher-centered instructions. The teacher-centered means conventional, where teacher will come with this and he will or she will teach in the class and she will go out. So that is the teacher-centered. Project-based means a project will be given and a student has to perform and they have to complete the project. So that is the project-based learning. So what is the comparison? So in project-based learning, students explore real-world problem and challenges. Students are evaluated on the basis of their project, work with their own community while seeing the positive effect of their work. So this is the effect. Students have to work in their community. What is that teacher-centered? Actively involves students in the learning of organized body of knowledge. Interactive questions that encourages students to make connection between important facts, concepts and the generalization. Now I am going to discuss these steps for PBL accomplishment. However, I will be just covering up to here. Today's class I will be covering up to here, and next class I will cover this. This I will cover in next class. Okay, because it will be quite big. So one by one I will be only this much I am going to cover 1, 2, 3. So this I will not cover in today's class. So we have the 7 steps for project-based learning accomplishment. First one is clarify the terms. That is the first issue. Define the problem. That is the second. Then we have to do the brainstorming. In brainstorming, I am going to discuss very much detail about that. Then we will go for the problem analysis, how we can do the problem analysis. Then we can go for the learning goals, then self-study, and then reporting. These are the 7 steps we have to follow in our project-based learning course. Now, in the first step is clarify the terms in project-based learning. So, how we can go about and what and how we can get these terms clarify. So read and understand the problem. First you understand the problem. Watch authentic videos. In that topic, go to the YouTube channel, see some videos, make sure that these videos are authenticated, because sometimes some fake videos, they will show that they are making like this. Once you make it, it will not work. So your video should be some scientific videos, some research areas, some universities videos, where authentication is very, very important. Otherwise, they will show so many things, but in fact, when you will work, nothing will come out. So your lot of effort, lot of money, lot of time will go in waste. Make sure that your video should be authenticated. However, if you shouldn't feel that whether it is authenticated or not, they can also take the help of the teacher or any other expert on that area. Then describe the problem. The problem should be described very well. The problem should not be very big where you cannot attempt. Make sure that your problem should be within the reach of the student, within the economical reach, within the technical reach, within the experimental reach, within the computational available tool in college or with the student, so that you should not beg from someone, some other people, and he or she may not give you, so your project will be hindered. You will not be able to complete the project. You should also do the group discussion on the problem in class with your batch, with another batch. You should try to discuss this issue of your topic. Clarify each and everything before you go further. So that is called the clarify the terms in project-based learning. Next is very, very important topic. This topic, define the problem. This is one of the very important topic. Define the problem. So here, find out the phenomena related to the problem. So you should understand the problem, and in that, what type of phenomena is there, how the theories are related, how the things are related with this problem. Investigate the problem. This can be done by the research work, by the reading books, seeing videos, seeing some literature, research papers, articles, newspapers, and so on. Investigate the key elements. First you find the problem, then in that problem you divide into small element, and then each and every element has to be understood. You have to understand that whether this element is feasible, whether I can do, whether our team can do. A very, very systematic approach, it should be handled. List the questions related to the problem. So whatever questions are there with the problem, you have to make the list of the questions and try to find the answer. You may get some answers from the Google. I will advise one thing. This is my advice. Don't use Google for your problem solving. Your problem should be unique. It should not be there in the Google. Then only you will enjoy. If the problem is there in the Google, there will be some solution for the problem. And then you will not get the knowledge. So to have the knowledge, your problem should not be there in the online. You should make the problem in such a way that it should be your local problem, in your college problem. Like, I will give the example. In Hyderabad, now we have a huge amount of rain, and you can see that lot of polythene they have gathered in some ponds. In that ponds, you have huge amount of this dirty things. Here is the problem. How you can make sure that during this rainy season, this you can collect it. Because this polythene which is in one pond, because due to heavy rain it will flow, it will go to the other places, and this will create polythene all over the land, because water is now flowing all the roads, all the streets, and everywhere you will see that huge amount of polythene is there, which I have seen. So I am just telling you. So how you can solve this problem? That either before the rainy season, some arrangement should be made so that this polythenes from the ponds, lakes has to be removed before. Because this is also not good for the aquatic animal like fishes and all. They may also eat, because some people may put some eatable item inside the polythene, and due to that the animals will eat it, like the cows and all, they also eat, and the polythene will go inside, and a many kg of the polythene is inside the animal, and it is very dangerous. How much dangerous we are not aware, but surely it is 100% dangerous, and sometimes we have seen that animals are also dying because it is sticking inside your stomach, and slowly it will create the problem. So like this, you have to investigate the problem, investigate the key element of the problem, list the questions related to the problem, write down all the questions, like I have given one problem. In this, you have to work on that. Now we have to start a very important, the third component. It is a brainstorming, and it is one of the very important topic I have taken as a very challenging, and each and every student and other learners to understand what is the meaning of brainstorming. It is very essential to understand. So brainstorming is a group activity, group creativity technique by which efforts are made to find a conclusion for a specific problem by gathering a list of ideas spontaneously contributed by its members. So brainstorming is a creativity technique in which your group member or your class member all can get together. They should discuss, they should have a group discussion, they should see how the specific problem can be solved. They should get some ideas by a collaborative learning. Here it is brainstorming will give a very nice collaboration with all the group mates, all the classmates, and sometimes interdisciplinary batches can be made together and they can be formed a group. So they will give, during this brainstorming session, for the problem they will get specific ideas, instant ideas, there only. They need not to refer any Google or any book or anything. By virtue of their knowledge, whatever they have obtained during their previous semesters, previous school or college classes, that knowledge will be used to find the idea, and that idea will come out spontaneously, and this will contribute by each and every member. So that is called the brainstorming session. Here I feel really good that to give credit to Albert Einstein, and his words are there. I would spend 55 minutes defining the problem and then 5 minutes to solve it. This you can see how important is. If you get 1 hour of the time for any problem to solve, 55 minutes, Albert Einstein, a very renowned scientist of the world and a professor, he gave a lot of knowledge, technology, lot of theories for the society, written so many books. He is giving this idea that for the defining the problem, a huge amount of time is required. If you define the problem in 1 minute, so 100% you are not going to solve. So for the defining the problem, you need a lot of efforts, lot of things, and he has given that 55 minutes. If you take in percentage, somewhere 85% to 90% of time is required for defining the problem. That is what we have to do. A rigorous time has to be spent, lot of research, lot of survey, lot of material has to be read before you define the problem. And if you nicely design the problem, nicely define the problem, solving will not take much time, because you have already learned how to solve the problem during the defining itself. So that is the quote from Albert Einstein. Here I am giving one small problem, a small questions I am giving. There is a small kid here, and we have seen that we are always celebrating the birthday of our kids, children's. So why birthday of child? The question is, why birthday of child? So answer, to make him feel special. As a parents, as the guardians, we are celebrating the birthday of our kids. But why? Why we are doing so? Because we want to make sure that our son, our daughters, our kids should feel very happy on that day. That's why we say happy birthday, happy birthday. We sing, we do dancing, so many things we do. Na? This is not for us. That kid will feel very important. That is why its thought process is, brain will develop. The kid will feel very happy and very morally high. His moral will be going in a very high way. That is why we celebrate the birthday. Now, another questions will come. If we want to make our child happy, we want to make our kids feel very special, can parents also have? Another question. Can our parents, kid may also ask the question. Next question is, how can make mom special or the parent special? New questions, new thought may come. So, how we can make our parents happy? Till now, they have done a lot of things for us. They have made our life very happy. Can we also make, as a son and a daughter of our parents, can we make our family, our mom, dad happy? So how we can do it? You can provide a very good, nice bed, nice TV in a room, nice AC. So many things you can do to make them happy. Okay, so here I have given one question, their answer, and then one new question is raised, and this question we have to solve. So like this, in our brainstorming session, we have to ask some questions. We have to give some ideas. This idea has to be discussed among the group. this group has to finalize, this group has to modify, group has to decide what is the proper course of action so that we can achieve our target, we can obtain our goal. Now, I will go further on the brainstorming session. Types of the brainstorming. Here we have 3 types of brainstorming sessions. However, this I will be discussing in my class. I will be live, I will be making, and I will be making some videos also for that. Hope that video may be useful, and in due course of time I will be sharing in this. Till now I have not made like that video, but surely I will make it within few days. I will make it, and slowly I will be discussing these all issues, and I will show the real scene how these things are happening. So here we have the guided group brainstorming. So first type, how to do, that is the first one is the guided group brainstorming. That is the first. The second one is nominal group technique. Third one is the group passing technique. So these 3 pedagogies, these are the 3 pedagogy methods for brainstorming for the project based learning. And this I am going to discuss one by one in detail. First one is the guided group brainstorming session. So in this you can see here that we have one board, we have the marker, and there are some of all friends are sitting here, number of friends are here, and these all are the group mate or the class students. The faculty is here. Boss will not be there. This is not allowed inside. Okay, he can observe from outside or some other means, but inside the room only the students are allowed, and these students will be only discussing about the topics. So in this, invite participants. Only the participants with students should be there. Company bosses, teachers and other authorities are advised to stay out. Please keep note of this. Teachers should not involve in this guided group brainstorming. They are not allowed inside. They have to just hand over the scene to the students. Student will decide their leader, and they will decide how to go ahead. So next is ground rules of brainstorming. 4 ground rules of brainstorming. So now these all I am going to discuss about this brainstorming. The first one, which is the guided group brainstorming. So here we have the 4 rules. These 4 rules we have to understand. 1, 2, 3 and the 4, and this is the 5. So what are these 4 rules? The number 1, quantify all ideas. So you just ask during this session, if you see in this session, you ask the leader, this is the leader will come up. That is why he is leader. He got so many markers here, and he will draw something and he will write some problem. And in this problem, quantify the idea. This is the first case. They will make some ideas. It is like a cap, it is like a house, like this, a tent, like this house, like this house, like this. Just this is for some house and all. Okay, it is another type of house. He has made, okay, like this. So first is the quantify the idea. Next is what? Criticize with no personal comment. So first you have to quantify the idea. Number of ideas. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ideas have come. Out of this 6, criticize with no personal comment. So there will be some discussion. They will criticize that I am writing A, B, C, D, E, F. So they may say that B and E are not good because this E is like a tent. This cannot work. F is also some leaf and all. Okay, they can ask that this D and C are good. D and C are good. So criticize with no personal comment. There should not be name of the person. There should be the comments on these topics. No discussion on individual, that Ram, Syam, Mohan or Salim or David. No, it should not be like this. So only you select the criticize with no personal comment. You just criticize about the model and give some suggestion that it should be like this. Welcome crazy ideas. Third step is, out of this criticism, out of the 6, you got that D and C are the good. So welcome crazy ideas. So this DC are the crazy ideas. You got the 2 ideas. Then third one is, this one is selected, and then build on other people's idea. Further, if you have taken that DC are good, then further you discuss and you have find out that this D is best. By the discussion, why the best? This all have to discuss in that brainstorming session. They have to see that there is a tree, there is a road, there are so many things. So this they have to discuss. Oh, what are the good and what are the bad? And so they have selected here that this one is the best. And then other people ideas. Not only your group. After this discussion, you can make some other group or other class member also further discussion on this. Because you have selected this group is best. But in this, what you can make a much better than the best. That also required. So it is called the ground rule of brainstorming. So this is the first ground rule. 4 rules are there. First one is quantify the idea. Then criticize with no personal comment. Welcome crazy idea. Build on other people's idea. Okay, and this you have selected. Next you can see that you have to find that now write a problem. After that you write the problem. Discussion only on the topic with all. Ask the idea. Just you can see all are discussing here. First you write the, he is writing. Here this is the problem. He has written. Then discuss only on the topic with all. So this all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all are here. They have to discuss on the topic. Then ask the idea from each and everyone. You ask that, what is your idea, how you are going to solve? Note down all ideas. All idea has to be noted down. It should not be just verbal. You will forget. So try to put the, choose best 2 or 3 ideas. So in that, you have so many ideas, but choose best 2 or 3 ideas. Any other round required or not. If any further discussion is required, that also you can decide. So these are topics of for the brainstorming session. So now we have the second brainstorming technique, which is called the nominal group technique. So first one is completed. Now this is called the guide system. Now nominal group technique. In this, what happened? Explain the group rule and present the problem. First thing in this, you have to discuss the rules and regulations of the group and how, and you present your problem. Ask each person to write their ideas. So if there are 6 persons or 7, you have to write the idea in a paper. You have to have the paper and they have to write the idea. Collect the idea and let them vote for the best idea. Then they have to collect all the ideas and then it should be made as a public in that group, and then best idea you have to select. Top ranked idea may be get back for further discussion. So out of these idea, you may get 1 or the 2 ideas, the best. Further discussions are required on form of product. Which type of the product, and B is the technical features of the product. So the basic infrastructure is selected, but further detailing of the product is very much essential. So that has to be discussed. So here this you can see here that explain the group rule and the present the problem. So in this is the leader here. Here no involvement of the teacher. Teacher is not involved in any activities. Only students, they have to 1, 2, 3, 4 and this is the 5. In this you have the 5 people are there, 5 students are there, and 1 plus 4. So he has given the problem. He has asked each person to write their ideas in this paper. They have one diary or the paper. Collect the ideas and let them vote for the best idea. You collect the idea, you can write down in a board or in the laptop, and this you can show it. Top rank idea may be get the best. So here this you can see, these ideas are put here, and this is the best idea has come up, top ranked. From here, if you see, you can have the discussion here. Then if you see, you have here, you got the final one here. In this, what type of form and what type of the products are there. Their technical features, what type of engine, what type of comfortable horsepower or anything, number of things, automation, automatic gear, if it is for car and all. So like this, you have to select, you have to discuss, and you have to form its product, form of product, and the technical features has to be discussed after selecting the best one. Third one is group passing technique. This is the another one, which is the last brainstorming technique. In this, there is a group. Each group will make some ideas. These ideas will pass to each other. In every idea, each group member will give its own idea, and like this it will be circulating to each other. At the last, everyone will get their own slip, own paper, and then you see that how much changes are there, and out of that you will get one best idea. So that is the purpose of the group passing techniques. So let people sit in a circle. The first one is let people sit in a circle. So just you can see, this is the leader, I am writing L, and these are the members. So they all are sitting in the circle. Explain the rule. The leader has to explain the rule. Then present the problem. Problem has to be presented by the leader. Each to write down and one idea. Everyone here has to write one idea. Pass the piece of paper to next person, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Here it is shown as the anti-clockwise direction. Add some thoughts. Everyone has to add 1 or 2 thoughts on the paper. This continues till, as you can see here, you are giving in one direction, you are getting in another. So like this, it is passing is there. This continues till everybody gets his or her paper again back. By this time, group has extensively elaborated on each ideas. So till the time you reach to your own paper reach to your hand, you have a lot of ideas, maybe 6 to 7 ideas, new ideas you have. Let everyone explain their evolved ideas. Then everyone has written something. Then one person will come up and he will read that, he or she will read that this is the problem and this is comment by other, and that person will explain why he has written so. Write each one up. Then let the group vote for the best idea. Out of this last one is again, you have got here the best idea here. Best idea is selected and this will be implemented. This will be implemented. So like this you have to perform, and now you are in the good idea that your brainstorming session is working nicely and you got the best idea, whatever you can do in your group. So here I am giving one example, a problem I am sharing you. Hope you can do this work and this may be very useful. Send me if you have done this problem in your school, your college, your surrounding. It will be nice. Here I have put the ocean. It can be your lake. It can be any other place. So here is the problem. Our oceans are full of plastic waste. A lot of it is eaten by fish with uncertain effects on our health. According to the newspaper, by 2050, the ocean could contain only plastic more than the fish measured in weight. So this is the problem. So you have to solve it. How can we reduce the plastic waste in our ocean today? That is the problem statement, problem definition. How can we reduce the plastic waste in our ocean today? So the problem states like this, that in our lake, our river or our ponds nearby, a lot of people are throwing, especially in India, it is huge. So this goes to the ponds, and you know that nowadays all meals or some food items are put inside the this polythene and they are throwing near the land, and in the rain it will go to the ponds and the rivers and all, and due to this food and all, the fish will eat that item, and sometimes the whole plastic along with the food is going inside the fish. And this fish, because this food may be very old, it may have some poisonous effect, so many fish will die. And due to this, fish will start dying and only plastic will be in the ocean or the pond and other thing. So this problem, how you are going to solve, and how this problem as a project-based learning, you should try to solve this problem and do the brainstorming session and find the issues. So this is my question for the day. So here I have given one diagram here. So this is the ocean here. So here, these are the plastic. These bottles are here. So many things are there. Here is a fish here. It is eating this. And sometimes back, if you see, all will die. Here only no fish, only plastics are available. So this is the problem for the day. And I request you all to give your thought, form the group in your class, and do some very good learning. Give your ideas, give your thoughts, how we can really implement, not the book. You may have to go to the pond and do your work and show the result. That is the objective of this lecture. So the conclusion is this, that project-based learning is an instructional approach that is designed to actively engage students in the learning process while seeing the effect of their research. Compared with the teacher-centered instruction, which is centered around the teacher leading the instructions and discussion, PBL lets students be in charge of their own learning, but still allowing the teachers to be facilitated. So, teachers should be as a facilitator, not the participation, and students should do by their own work. Next topic, I am going to discuss about these all topics, and they are the references here which I have taken from. Any questions you are welcome to ask. It will be my pleasure to reply, and please do like this video. Hope this will be very useful. And in the next lecture I am going to, because now only I have completed only 3 steps, remaining 4 steps are there. In the next classes I am going to discuss the next few topics so that a full understanding of project-based learning is understood. Thank you very much for the joining, and this is my email, ydwivedi@gmail.com. This is my email. You can ask any queries in this. I will feel very honored if you do so. Thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.